so ever you can say that. So basically today I just have purchased this particular book, Life's Amazing Secret by Gaur Gopal Das, and the you can say that the theme or the what do you say that tagline of this particular book is that how to find balance and purpose in your life. So I haven't read this particular book completely, but I have read about on chapter in the page number it's 37, 36. So I'm gonna tell you, it's I two or three learnings that I have read till the date. So the very first learning from this particular book um, is about what? Let me. Thank you so much for the very choice, Ryan. Yeah. So yeah, forgetting the keys, which is about the happiness. Like sometimes we are so much involved in our like day-to-day life, in our job, whatsoever we are doing on a daily basis. We are so much involved in that particular thing, so we forgot to be happy, right? And like we really forgot the thing that why we are doing that particular work. We are just involved in that particular rush, and we are in the mess, and we're just doing like anything else that we can say that, right? So we are in the mess, so we just have to forget the key, that is we have to find the you can say that a moment of happiness or a joy in our life, whatsoever we are doing. We have to like take for time for that. So as you become successful, you do not forget the keys of happiness. That's what I mean. On our daily life or whatsoever we're doing on a daily basis, we forget the key of happiness. So that's what the very first thing. And this whole book is like structured in a story format. So I'm on the chapter 5, which is, if you're not reading from the first chapter, you'll be not able to understand the whole theme, because this whole the chapters are arranged in a way that if you're reading from the beginning, then you'll be only able to understand the story theme and all, right? So on the second chapter, what I have understood and what I have yeah, definitely understood. Seeing beyond the obvious, which is the second chapter, and behind the smiles, everyone is going through a personal struggle that we know nothing about. I mean, we see there are a lot of people who are so much happy upfront us, right? But inside them, we never know that the kind of struggle that they are going through, the kind of situation that they are going through, we never know. So here, what the message from the Gaur Gopal Das is, just a second, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, the message over here is that like never see like if you are talking with any kind of person, if he or she is happy in front of you, then you need to understand the sadness, the struggle behind that particular happiness, because anyone who are happy today have gone through a lot of situation, even going through a lot of situation, that bad or maybe a struggling situation today, and that's they are actually going through. So sometimes we have to understand and all those things. So because if I started reading this whole chapter, right, so it's a kind of story. So if I'll start it from second chapter, I'll be never able to understand from that, right? So yeah, and the third chapter, which is about the journey begins. And see, having a friend to listen to your problem and discuss them with you is beginning of finding a solution. What a great line, right? And in this chapter, only Gaur Gopaldas has written one thing, and that was about happiness. Like if you see the people who are happy, doesn't mean who follow the gratitude. The people who follow the gratitude, they are happy. Vice versa is not, right? So that's what the whole miss is, right? We don't see things as they are, we see things as we are. Even this is about the perception about that we have. I mean, whatsoever is going on in the world, whatsoever we are facing or whatsoever the other people are facing, we see the things through our lenses, through our perception, through our, you can see the kind of the way we perceive to the thing. For example, if I see this particular book, if someone have handed that particular book, then what they say, this is a kind of book where the life's amazing secret and all you're going to get inside and all, right? But when you started reading, you're going to get a deep insight about this particular book, and then the kind of perception that you have before reading that particular book and after reading that particular book is maybe different, right? So that's what I'm just wanted to say. Yeah, and the chapter number 4 is growing through gratitude. We must be positivity. We must find positivity in the bleakest situation and live by the principle of gratitude. That's what I just said that, and it was about just a second. I haven't highlighted that particular line, but I should have to. Yeah. So see, from chapter 4, the summary is about we must have a positive state of mind when dealing with the problems, right? Like, think, is there anything positive about this situation I am in? Second, being positive does not mean we neglect the negativity or negative. We must constructively deal with a negative situation and whilst simultaneously focusing on the positive, right? The third one is that just like our tongue can be obsessed with something stuck in our teeth, our mind has a default setting to be obsessed with about to negative. That means, first of all, we attract the negativity in our environment. I mean, anything is if that is negative, our mind goes over there simultaneously. I mean, quickly obsessed with that negativity. So we have to take our mind and keep away from the negativity and have to move ourselves to see the positivity inside any situation, right? For example, if you're going through a very bad situation in your life, and it's very difficult to say that be positive, like see positivity in that particular situation and blah blah blah, right? It's very easy to say that, but the person who are going through that situation is very hard to see the positivity. But when you are going through this spiritual kind of thing, when you are understanding yourself, when you are understanding your emotion, when you are understanding your thought process, right, then it will help you to see the things as it is. Either you are going through a very bad situation at your life, or either you're going through a very very good situation in your life. You know, it's a temporary, it's a kind of temporary, so you don't have to be involved so much over there. Take it in a balance, because balance is very important. Either it's a kind of happiness, either it's a kind of sorrowness in your life, right? And if I say that if you're going through a bad situation will not going to affect it, then probably not. Even I must say that I'm going to be wrong over there, because definitely you're going to affect it through that particular situation. But the point is that how longer you keep that particular thing in your mind, that will affect your other thing as well, maybe your physical body, your mindset and all, right? So don't like take that particular thing for a prolonged period of time. Just take it, accept it, and just move it forward. I mean, how is it? I mean, how easy it is to just say that, to just go and all. But yeah, it's very difficult to deal with that. Next thing is that gratitude is a state of being that allows us to see the positive, right? It comes from realizing that there is good in the world, that some of that good is with us, and that those good things are coming from an external reality. That state of consciousness imbibe us with the positivity. Definitely, but it doesn't come quickly to any one of us, because like following gratitude and practicing gratitude on a daily basis is not everyone's cup of tea. But when you started doing practice of that particular thing, you started seeing the thing in a different perspective. I can say that you started seeing the thing as it is, not through your own perspective. Because when we insert our perspective towards anything, that's the starting point of any problem, right? Just take an example. If you are too much interested in cricket, just take another example. uh, I mean, if you just wanted to take an example of IPL, and I'm really sorry, I'm going to hit. Well, I'm having sneezing too much, so when I'm procrastinating so much thing, that's why I'm doing live. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of videos from my side. So I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Let's come back. Yeah, if you're a supporter of just take an example of CSK, Chennai is supporting, and if someone is or not supporting, uh, like RCB, right? So if there is a match between CSK and RCB, then whatsoever the situation is going through CSK, he just wanted to that CSK win the match, right? But the situation is not going in a good condition with the CSK. Then what do you feel over there? No, it's not going good and all and all. I mean, see, and at the same time, if someone is supporting the RCB at the same time, who started feeling very good, right? See, the things are same, right? I mean, matches are happening with the CSK and RCB, but the perspective of both the people are different. One is happy, one is sad, because one is a supporter of CSK and one is or the other is supporter of RCB. So I mean, if we correlate this thing, we see the thing through our perspective. But if someone is just enjoying the cricket, is not a supporter of a CSK, not a supporter of a RCB, he just enjoying the cricket. So for that particular person, it's like seeing the thing as it is, it's happening, not through his or her perspective, or you can say lenses of eye lenses, whatever, right? So that's what. It's very important to see the thing as it is, as it is. And the last thing over there is about even in times of difficulty and sorrow, we can feel inner strength when we are grateful for the support of caring friends and family. Definitely. When we have the friends and family who are supporting us, then we create an environment of caring, support, and all, and we feel grateful over there as well. That whatsoever we have. So that's what till the date I have read from this particular book, Life's Amazing Secret by Gaur Gopal Das. Bum, bum, bum. And yeah, and I'm thinking to just finish this particular book in next 2 more days, right? So in another live, I'm gonna share the next things that I'm gonna read, and whatsoever the learning is going to be for me and for you as well. So I'm gonna share over there, and maybe at the last, maybe I'm gonna record a video or shorts, YouTube shorts, and all. Let's see. So for now, thank you so much for being over here, and I really appreciate your precious time that you have given over here to just watching this particular live. And I feel like you definitely got some kind of value. So whatever the time you have invested in this particular live, I hope definitely got the value. So thank you so much for watching this particular live till the end, and see you in the next live. Thank you so much.